GPS satellites, unmanned drones, fucking laser sights. The more crutches you have, the more it hurts when they're kicked out from under you. If there's one thing I know for sure, it's that a 6-inch blade never loses reception.
Talk about badass. Welcome to Milk and Gaming. Alright, as you guys have probably already guessed, today we're going to be taking a quick look at one of my favorite characters in the game, Thatcher. As you can see, I have equipped for his loadout the L85 and the flashbang, but however, it is important to note that if you're going to be playing a little more independently, we're going to be working pretty hard as a team in this commentary. You might want to take the breaching charge because it gives you a lot more versatility as what you can do when you're on your own. The reason I choose the L85 is because I believe that the higher damage on it is a little bit better than the fire rate offered by its counterpart. But as always, you can take that with a grain of salt. If you think one of the other guns is better, let me know in the comments below. But as far as scouting goes, let's take a quick look at what is important to do when you're playing as Thatcher. One of the things I would note is that really as Thatcher, it's mostly important to figure out where the enemy is, as with most people, but it's especially important for him because almost always the majority of the enemy gadgets will be located near the objective. Maybe mutes, jammers will be different, but it's going to be important that you know where they are and where to throw your gadgets to disarm their gadgets in order to allow your team to go and breach in a better way. Typically, Thatcher is going to go really well with people like Thermite, Fuse, or in general that he can go well with anybody who's going to be trying to breach a lot of rooms with remote detonation because of the fact that a lot of times Mute is going to have his jammers set up on the various places that you want to go in. So as you can see here, because I have this drone still alive, it's important that I re-access it and check out where the enemies are, because if I can find them, I'll be able to have an easy pick on them when I'm going in. So I'm going to start exploring. I do see one of the enemies in there, and he barely misses me, and so I'm going to move up and check on him now. But knowing where the enemy is gives me an advantage. It tells me that likely the enemy is not covering the basement floor, which here I'm going to be able to move up, and if I hadn't botched my first grenade, I would have been able to take out all these gadgets in just a single swipe right there. So you can see that as Thatcher, I'm not really going in right away. I don't really have the same abilities as someone like Sledge or a Shielder that would make me want to play from the front line. I can really play as a support character, which is why the high damage and a high range gun is one that I prefer. You can see here that I'm breaching in there, and I know that they're probably going to be covering that door, so I'm going to use one of my breaching charges, which is obviously a choice that you're going to be wanting if you're going to be operating alone as I am in this instance. This is going to give me a firing position into the objective where I'm pretty sure the last guy is sitting. So I'll just do a quick strafe over, make sure that I am not going to get picked. See him in the back corner. Allows me to get a clean execute from range. So let's look at a more team-based playthrough of Thatcher. As you can see here, I'm just going to be moving up right alongside my buddy Excessus next. He's going to be pushing up the corners in front of me. And once we do figure out where the enemy is at, we're going to be needing me to throw the gadgets to figure out where they are. So as you can see there, I also have my drone up again, providing me some awesome information. I am able to locate and call out where the enemy position is for my teammates. We're able to close in and save us some time on that. So it's really important that you remember to use your drones as a general tip. A lot of people go in there and get their drones killed, but really they are more of an asset once you're actually inside than they really are when you're searching for the objective, because of the fact it can save your life. You can see here I can kind of tell based on playing this map that they're going to have the upstairs covered, and I can hear the gadgets up there. So I'll throw up a disarmer, make sure that they are going to disarm all that, and I'll push in from the top floor with my team, providing fire support with my buddy Sledge. We'll move up here. He's going to be hitting out these windows for me, and he does call out that they are inside. So once he goes in, I'm going to be throwing my grenades in there, making sure that I'm not going to be blown up by some silly contraption or get hit by nitro charges. Oh boy, so my buddy Excessus next does get killed right there. And now that I know where the enemy is, I'm going to have a better chance. And I see my friends are pushing up, and my recruit goes in there. He's also going to get gunned down. So it's my chance to move in and hopefully take him out. And I do almost get taken down here, so I'm going to pull back and wait for my team, see if they can get me a little bit of an advantage. Hear them shooting, and I am able to get the flank on one of them. Now we got one more. The flanking is going to be really important here, so I'm going to wait for my teammate to go up. He goes in. I'm going to wait a little longer for him to do something cool. I hear the detonation. I know Mute is looking the other way, or Smoke, and I am able to push around the corner. So that is that. Hopefully if you guys can apply what you learned here, you're going to have a lot more moments that are like those that I showed in this video. I hope that you can apply Thatcher more effectively now as a teammate, and when you're playing on your own, he's just a really great all-around character. I love his video. He's awesome. Fucking laser sights is probably one of the best lines in the intros, to me at least, and my friend Excessus next. So anyway, apply what you learned. Hope you had enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment what below you think should be done, and if you can figure something out from this, hopefully you'll have a lot less moments like this one here. And as always, thank you for watching.